how do I naturally increase my energy? What do I do for me not to have the afternoon crash, for me to wake up a lot of fire and energy? What can I eat naturally to increase energy that doesn't affect me, doesn't affect my health negatively?
So the interesting answer to this question is it's holistic, right? You kind of have to back up. And I can try and brainstorm in the moment and tell you what I would do if I needed more energy, but it's also, you said you come back from lunch and you're crashing. So I'm going to ask you, what did you eat for breakfast and what did you eat for lunch? Because sometimes it's what you want to do for energy, and sometimes it's things you should not be doing earlier in the day that are affecting your energy negatively. So the first thing I would say is, how well did you sleep the night before, right? How much blue light did you have on your phone? How much TV did you watch? How long were you scrolling? How much did you completely disrupt your circadian rhythm before you went to sleep? How dark is your bedroom? Is it really dark? Or is it a lot of lights in, which are changing your sleep quality? Because if you have a bad night of sleep, and again, you start to see that this really is all connected. Everything is connected here. It's hard to say this one thing is the answer. But if you had a bad night of sleep, you're really not going to feel great. You're not going to be as intelligent, as clear thinking as you possibly could be. So from the get-go, you are going to wake up cranky, foggy in your brain. You're going to crave junk foods. And if that's what's in your house, you're going to eat some Oreos. You're going to eat some Chips Ahoy. You're going to drink a Monster or a Celsius before you go to work. And you've essentially already set yourself up for a 2 p.m. crash. There's really nothing you could do to avoid that. And then you're on this hamster wheel. You're on this vicious cycle. You cannot avoid that 2 p.m. crash. So you have to do things as well as you can throughout the day. And I'm not trying to paint a picture that's impossible for people to do. I just want people to understand that it's connected with everything you do.
Okay, so but here's what I want to do. Like, I think to everything, when you want to make progress, there's level 1, level 2, level 3,
Right.
level 4, level 5. Okay, the level 5 people will get to. But walk me through some others. Like for me, it started off, July of 2019. I'm having lunch at Breakers Hotel, and my CFO, Ian, is sitting there fully in shape. At 46 years old, he ran a 450 mile. And he said that in the interview, and I hired him. He was my CFO for 3 years. And I said, so I noticed you don't drink soda. He says, I don't. I was drinking 3 Coke Zeros a day at the time. And he says, no. He says, 7 years ago, I stopped drinking Coke, and I haven't had any soda since. I said, really? He said, yes. I said, you know what? I'm going to try. And I have a Coke Zero sitting in front of me. We're at Breakers in the lobby. My CIO, David, is sitting there. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go a week without any soda. The last time I had Coke, Sprite, any kind of soda was July of 2019. So to me, that was easy. Just one thing to get rid of, right? Mm-hmm. If you were to make it very elementary, say, if you want to go at least with this, cut this. Number 2 is do this. Number 3 is, and if you really, really fully commit to level 5 is this, what would you say to people?
Okay, yes. And then I'll answer your question about a natural form of energy.
Yes, please.
So I think liquid calories and soda, that's a great place to start. Okay. You've seen it work,
Yeah.
Stop drinking soda, number 1, right? But that means diet soda too. So stop drinking any type of soda.
I don't do any soda, yeah.
No soda, no diet soda, no regular soda. And I think in connection with that, why not get rid of the energy drinks, right? So no soda, no energy drinks. What you are drinking is water, spring water, carbonated water, Pellegrino, or a fresh pressed juice. And I think it's fine to drink an orange juice if it's fresh pressed. You want a good quality orange juice.
Keyword is fresh pressed.
Yeah, you want it to be as good as possible.
Okay.
There was recently some stuff that came out, and again, I'm not trying to make this impossible for people. Some stuff came out about some of these packaged orange juices with high levels of PFAs, which are forever chemicals in the juice. So yeah, you want to get a juicer, you want to make your own juice, you can add some cucumber juice in there, whatever you want. But liquids should be water. We can talk about tea and the potential upsides and downsides of tea.
For sure, yeah.
I just did a post on this. So some tea bags actually release a significant amount of microplastics into the water. So, but let's just start with the liquids, right? So just cut out soda and energy drinks and you're doing amazing.
1.
Yeah.
How about tier 2?
Then you want to think about this kind of stuff, snacks. So don't do any of these kind of snacks, right? Any snack between meals has to be fruit or something that's less problematic.
Even almonds are not good.
Read the ingredients.
All right. Again, they make it impossible to read it, right? What is the ingredients? Rob, can you pull this up? Because I can't even see where the ingredients are.
Could you tell me the brand, if you don't mind?
Kirkland
almonds.
Kirkland dry roasted almonds.
Yeah, dry roasted almonds. If you want to see this yourself. Is that the one?
Okay.
Almond, sea salt, peanut oil.
What's the last thing on that list?
Peanut oil.
It's a seed oil.
Okay.
So that's a problem for humans.
Got
I
it.
think. Yeah. Because almonds and salt, right? Those are ingredients your great grandmother would recognize.
Peanut oil, no.
She would not know what that is.
Got it. Okay.
So again, yeah, and we'll break down the whole seed oil thing because it's very contentious.
Okay, so tier 1, soda, diet or regular, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is any kind of, and by the way, including energy drinks, cut it out.
Right.
2, you're saying anything like this, chips,
Right.
Even the almonds with the peanut oil in it. What else?
Snacks for level 2, snacks should be things like fruit or cheese. Again, so make your snacks things that you're great. Cheese, yeah.
What kind of cheese?
There's a lot of good cheeses out there, not Kraft singles, right? Not American cheese because it's not actually really cheese. They can't call it cheese. But if you go to the grocery store and you buy any cheese that's actually really cheese, that's much better than any of this right now. Unless
Give me an idea, be
cheddar,
specific.
Cheddar cheese, Munster
cheddar
cheese.
cheese, what brand?
I mean, I would love a raw cheddar cheese. If you really want to get good on cheese, let's have a raw cheese, an unpasteurized
Can we just look
cheese.
at it just to kind of...
Yeah, of course.
I know we're not getting no sponsorship money here, but it's the ultimate way because we're just... So raw cheddar cheese.
Yeah, so this one, I like this one down there. You saw it from Raw Farm. They have a raw cheddar cheese. Yeah, I know these guys. I've been to their farm in California. I've seen them. So I've been to the farm that makes this. I've been to their dairy.
This is good.
This is great.
Okay.
I've been to their processing. I've seen this cheese being made,
Okay,
which is
cool.
why I like them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So cheese, raw cheddar cheese, great. So tier 1 we got, tier 2 we got. What's tier 3? I'm a little bit more committed. What do you challenge me to
I think
do?
when you get to tier 3, you have to start thinking about removing processed foods from your meals and cutting out fast food at your meals. So we started with drinks, we went to snacks, then let's go to your meals. You got to stop eating junk food and fast food at your meals. So tier 3 would be don't ever eat at a processed food, fast food restaurant for your meals.
What fast food restaurant can I go to if I'm somebody that's super busy, I don't have time to prep my meal, I just want to go somewhere that's healthy, eat it and leave? What would you recommend that somewhat, qualifies as healthy for you?
So there's a couple of ways you can hack this. If you go to a fast food restaurant and you get a burger that without the bun and without the sauce, you can get like lettuce and tomatoes, but don't get the burger with the bun because the bun has, in many cases, 40 to 50 ingredients in a bun, Pat. It's crazy. You can't go to Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A is completely off the menu, but you can actually go to Five Guys. I was in the airport yesterday and a guy said, "Hey, I just went to Five Guys." And I said, "Okay, what'd you get?" And he said, "I got a burger with just lettuce and tomato." I was like, "That's great. That's actually not bad." A lot of these restaurants don't cook the hamburgers in seed oils. They're cooking it on a griddle. They're cooking it in the animal fat. Look, the meat in that burger could be better quality. We're just painting a continuum here. But if you get the burger without the bun and you just get like animal style burger, or that's not the right terminology. It's just like the paleo burger, whatever. No bun, no sauce, because all the sauces at these places have high fructose corn syrup or these pure sugars that are harmful for the gut, or they have seed oils. You can do okay. So if you're absolutely in a rush, you can go to In-N-Out and get 5 burgers and lettuce and tomato. I'm not a fan of the cheese because it's going to be American cheese and that has its own issues. But look, if you get burgers at In-N-Out with American cheese, you're doing way better than the fries cooked in peanut oil, and you're doing way better than the bun.
Okay, cool. So third phase is anything fast food, drop that from your diet on what you're doing because that's processed food.
Processed food.
What's tier 4?
I think at tier 4, we're starting to go to grocery stores for the majority of our food, and you're actually cooking for yourself most of the time. And at that point, you can start to think, okay, I'm going to eat the majority of my food as single ingredient foods. That's such a powerful level, Pat. So if you eat most of your food as foods without labels, you're going to be healthy, hands down. It's impossible not to be healthy. As long as you're eating some meat and some plants, you're going to be healthy eating single ingredient foods. And these are things like meat. I don't care what kind, chicken, fish, pork. Yeah. Any of these foods are fine. Eggs, milk, even if it's, I'm a fan of raw milk. That's a whole separate conversation, but you want to do regular milk, fine. But single ingredient foods, that's so powerful. So I would say tier 4 is do 60 to 70% of your food as single ingredient foods. Now that comes with an onus, and that is the responsibility that you have to cook these things.
Okay.
And you have to prepare.
All right. So what's the last one? Because you said phone, you said watch time, light, sleep.
Right.
What would you put as tier 5?
Well, is tier 5 the ultimate?
Well, if you have another one, we can
might
go
have
to.
to
No,
10
it's
tiers,
up
yeah.
to you. What would you put that as tier 5?
So tier 5 is just eating very, very well, right? And then tier 6 and 7 might be thinking about the lifestyle. I'm food focused. So we've only thought about food. We can keep going in terms of the lifestyle stuff later, but just think about your food. I want people to have, like you said, I like this perspective. Let's make it simple and straightforward.